Hi guys, welcome back to Bombay Penia's Bombay Talks. Today we are going to be discussing a very exciting match that we had not more than 48 hours ago against Villarreal. A title-winning match, if I have to say so. Today we have Shivam, Dhruv, and Bhargav, our very own Bombay Penia guys, right here with us, and we'll be recording the match today with these guys. Okay, so starting with Dhruv, what do you think about our lineup against Villarreal? Were you happy that we played a pretty strong lineup, or was it an expected one for you?
It was actually a mix. Like usually we play a mix. We rotate Valverde and Modric. This time we went for more experience. But speaking for experience, we benched Marcelo and we played Mendy. So it was a mix. It was definitely a strong lineup, and we saw Hazard, and it was definitely strong like that. So yes, I was satisfied with the lineup, and we were confident in the lineup that yes, this team can bring the trophy home.
Definitely. And Bhargav, what about you?
I think that I was expecting Bale at front, but again, Zidane never ceases to amaze. Followed by that, about midfield, I guess I did expect Valverde to start, but it's fine, I guess, because the way Kroos and Modric did was it just reminded us of old times. The
Yeah,
performance
uh,
was top notch.
definitely. Shivam, what about you?
It's like the midfield, Modric, Cruz, and Casemiro. Zidane trusts these guys. So, like, I was not surprised he went for these three people. Other than that, with Hazard and Rodrigo on the wings, I was not sure he will use Rodrigo. I was thinking like he would have started Asensio, maybe a better option on the right wing. But like
De-
no, it was not surprising that he went for Modric, Cruz, and Casemiro at the midfield.
Okay, amazing. And what do you think? And going up to this match, most of us are pretty serious about this one, pretty nervous about this one. That maybe Villarreal would give us a very tough fight, and it would make it very difficult for us to win there. But considering how we played, what are your thoughts about our own performance in against Villarreal, especially that first half? Because that's what people have been talking about. That we were extremely lethal against them. Drew, what about you?
Yes, we were worried because obviously it was a title deciding match, so that nervousness comes with it. And Villarreal is a very good team, and they are very good players. They are above average if we speak above average standard of La Liga. So it was like we were nervous. It was understandable why, but our first half performance was very good. Benzema was continuing his form like crazy. It was just great. It was nearly perfect, or maybe perfect.
Definitely. Shivam, what about you?
Uh, considering the last two seasons, we have been losing left, right to anyone and anywhere, home away, and Villarreal has beaten us. In last two seasons, so considering that, and we wanted to wrap up the league as soon as possible, and putting a strong lineup, and the way we played, Modric was immense. Like he was everywhere. Mendy, like he
Yeah,
has been the signing of the season. So I felt it was nice to wrap up the league in the second last game only, not taking to the last game. And like we
definitely.
were good, but we also took advantage of the conditions Villarreal is in right now. They had some of the players injured, and they made the changes to the lineup. So considering all
Definitely,
these
they
things, like
had
we did
definitely.
real good.
Yeah, definitely. They had some like six changes in their lineup, and like agreeing with you, Modric definitely was one of our best players on the pitch. Bhargav, what about you?
I would like one more
Uh,
point. Like these guys, like Santi Cazorla or Bruno Soriano, like these, like you can say La Liga legends of their respective teams. Like whenever these guys play against us, they are like something else. So the teams like Villarreal or Bilbao or Sociedad, these teams are really scary nowadays.
Oh, definitely. Bhargav, what about you?
Yeah, so I'll say that I was quite surprised because, like I've seen earlier games, we have always laid off in the first half and attacked in the second. But like in the past 10 games, like after lockdown, we have always seen that we are slipping up in the second and not producing a lethal game in the first. But like you said, the entire first half we played in their half, we made them push against us, and even after when they played five defenders, our attack was top notch. Really impressed.
Definitely. And
We had
according
that
to you
winning
guys,
mentality.
oh, definitely, we've been having that, ever
Yeah,
since the lockdown finished, like in all the 10 games.
exactly. 10 of
Okay,
10. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Asking you three guys, who do you think was a man of the match, or maybe let's say best performer for that match against Villarreal? I'll start
I
off
think
with I'll start off with Shivam.
Thibaut.
yeah.
What about you?
Court obviously Courtois. मतलब he took a knee to his head, and then he did that double save. So it has to be him.
Definitely. Bhargav, what about you?
Same for me. I'll agree with Shivam because not just for last match, for the past 10 games or entire season, I didn't expect Thibaut to turn things around this well because from last season we have seen we had pretty much planned that he won't stay here much because we didn't expect him to perform this well. It's just surprising.
Definitely. So, I mean, Courtois has been a revelation for many of us. Like, none of us expected to boom in a way that he has this
Be-
season.
because
Dhruv,
we had signed him exactly for the way he performed in World Cup, and he was lacking that in last season. But we're seeing the exact same performance in this season, especially since the lockdown opened up.
oh, for sure, for sure. Dhruv, what about you? Who do you think was our best performer?
For our match against Villarreal, I think our best one was Benzema because of his brace. And yes, Courtois played amazing, no doubt about it. But I like goals winners games. So and he's been in top form. And if you see past few seasons, when Ronaldo was there, and even after he went, Benzema took off little, but we didn't expect him to perform this well. Like he's just transformed into a goal-scoring machine, and it's been so great for us. And like
Definitely.
considering many matches, not just this, Benzema has been great this season. And for this match, for me, man of the match will be Benzema.
Definitely, I have to agree with you here. Considering that Modric pass was pretty sublime. Benzema opening himself up for that pass, and
Yeah.
he was just driving in that one. And also, talking about his second goal, that was a really really cheeky attempt. I'd have to hear from you guys about
Yeah,
this one. Okay, Dhruv, what do you think? Do you think that Ramos should have taken that risk that he took, giving away that penalty like that? I
I don't know what to say. That time we were actually nervous. So risks are not healthy option while we are nervous. But like we know Ramos does whatever he wants. So he doesn't
for sure.
care. He's like a boss on the field. So we can't expect like one like he'll score a Peninka free kick or 90-minute header. He is just unpredictable. So we can't really predict, but it would be interesting if we would take the risky option, but it is what it is.
Bhargav, what about you?
Well, first I didn't agree with it because at a crucial time like it, you can't just do something unpredictable because that goal was something that was on the plate for us. We just had to put it in, and we know either Benzema or Ramos, they both are well at what they do. But I think that they have planned it in the, at least they have practiced it in the sessions, I guess, because the way Benzema took a run, it was just something that he didn't just do it on the pitch. They had thought about it, and they must have thought that if you are 1-0 up or if something like this happens, I'll pass it to you and you do your job.
Definitely. Shivam, what about you? Do you agree that we
Uh,
should have taken that risk that we took?
I feel कि whether it is Benzema or Ramos, whoever takes the penalty, for me both are the safe option. I believe both of them will score.
Yeah.
But that cheeky thing, like I'm not in support of that. It could have gone some other way, but like finally the referee told to retake and it was all right. So
Yeah,
doesn't matter
definitely. I
now.
mean,
We
yeah, we
we
were
got
lucky
something to
that
laugh at.
yeah, definitely. We were lucky that we actually got to
Yeah.
retake that penalty. And talking about the elephant in the room right now, we are all pretty happy about this La Liga title win. I'll have to ask from you guys, who do you think, taking a look at this whole season, who do you think were our best three performers for us throughout the season consistently? Drew, what about you?
My three players would be Benzema, Sergio Ramos, and Casemiro. These three, because let's start with Benzema. Like he scored so many goals for us in all competitions. Like like I don't have to talk much about his performance. His performance speaks for himself. The number speaks for itself. And Casemiro, he brings presence in our midfield, which is really important these days. And he is a great he defensively he is great as well, and he chucks in few goals as well. So he's an all-round great player. And Sergio Ramos, our captain, so
Definitely.
he is he for me, and I think for many people out there, he's the best defender like playing right now, and probably best defender of all time. Like maybe I'm a Mutterson, so biased, but I don't care. For me, Sergio Ramos is the best defender. But so and being a good defender, he's a good defender. He's a good distributor of the ball, and he scores so many goals. It's just crazy. Like these three players for me were the best players for the season.
So like a lot of players were there, were very good before the break. They were not good after the break. Like we missed the Valverde spark. He was like immense in the first before the break. Second, after the break, like we didn't see much of him. Same way, like Modric, he grew with the season. But like the three players which I will pick will be Courtois. Forget him as a goalkeeper. Like look at his distribution now. Like the throws and kicks and all, he's playing well with his feet. Benzema, without him, like we wouldn't be anywhere. So Benzema, Courtois, and third will be Sergio Ramos.
Bhargav, what do you think about our top three?
I'll say that first, it's obviously have to be Benzema because he has not just carried us in the last season, even in this season, we can see what his presence has done. From number nine that we didn't saw him fulfilling to his capacity to someone who is not just playing well but poaching and making up chances as well. Like the chemistry between Benzema and Hazard in the games that they played, it was something that I like. Followed by, I'll say that it has to be Ramos. The sheer presence of him just makes the team play differently. It's like he is this spark that the captainship, basically the leadership abilities, like Shivam said, it's just impeccable from his side. And third, I think it has to be Thibaut because he has literally been the wall for us. He has saved, like in this whole season, consistently had saved so many goals. Even in the last game itself that won us the championship, the double save was something that I just liked it so much. Third one has to be
Definitely.
Thibaut for me.
Oh, definitely. I mean, yeah, I have to agree. We've had like four players amongst us. Like, we've got Benzema, we've got Ramos, we have a shout for Casemiro, and we have Thibaut Courtois. I mean, I do feel like, these four were the prime players for us this season. Like, the ones that are the mainstays for us. But, if I had to pick three out of them, even I'd pick Benzema first of all. Also, then I choose Thibaut Courtois, and my final pick would be Sergio Ramos as well. Okay, I'll have a few questions for you regarding a youngster specifically. Also, the two we have Vinicius, we have Rodrigo, and we have Valverde. I'll talk about those three right now. But I'll need a word from you that who do you think going forward has a extremely great future for us at Madrid? Like who would be that big game player that we want a particular Madrid player to be? Bhargav, I'll start with you.
Yeah, I thought I'll pick Valverde because, like we seen at the start of the season, he was just top of his game. But I think I have to choose Vinicius because earlier he used to lack finishing, but after that El Clasico game, we all saw what he did for us and what he has in the game for us in the future games to come. Because it's something that he lacks and he needs to improve, like I said. But like you said, he will be a big game player if given a chance.
Definitely. Shivam, what about you?
I mean, for Vinicius, I'd say he doesn't even know how good he is. He has no idea. So like I still feel he needs some time. So like whenever he's on the pitch, you'll see like somehow he gives us something in the final third. It's not the perfect way. It's not like as gracious as it should be, but somehow like it gives us an assist or something like that. Sometimes it's like control is too good. Sometimes it's not. The talent is there, but
Definitely.
of the three, Rodrigo was very good in the start of the season. Remember the hat trick against Galatasaray, but
Oh, for sure.
uh, I feel Vinicius and Valverde will have more impact. Will be more useful for us in the future than Rodrigo.
Dhruv, what about you? Who do you prefer among those three?
Very tough choice, to be honest. These three players, depending on their matches, we might change our opinions every second day. These three players are absolutely amazing. But if I have to choose one, I would go with Valverde because for me, like I believe that because he's got more chances, like, uh, and he's got more playing time this season than Vinicius and Rodrigo, and also Modric is in his uh, dying days. So maybe when he steps down, so Valverde will get more chances because of that. In wings, we need wingers as well because of the Bale situation, and also Hazard is there, but we need backups, yes. But I think in future and in present, Valverde has got more chances, and Valverde will get more chances than Vinicius and Rodrigo. That is what I feel, and because he'll get more chances and he'll get more experience, and experience also will improve him like a lot.
I have one last question to you guys. We've seen a whole team play throughout the season. We had ups and downs. Like we've seen, at the start of the season, our defense was pretty shaky. But as the season went on, we've improved much. We have one game in the La Liga left, but the more important part right now is the upcoming UCL games. I want to hear your thoughts that do you think that we guys will be going all the way and winning it again this year, or do you think that we may not end up winning it this season? Shivam, what about you?
So obviously, I don't mind if we win this season, but I feel there are teams which are really well balanced than us. Um, but I hope we beat City. I hope we can beat them. Also, seeing how our draw will go after the City after we beat City, there are chances we might make it to the finals. Because Real Madrid is a different team in Champions League.
Dhruv, do you think that we'll go all the way, considering our whole attitude that we've seen this post-lockdown, our whole mentality around games like these? Do you think that we can make it all the way?
I would love to see our team go all the way because why not? Real Madrid and UCL go like bread and butter. But the thing is
Yeah,
that our next match against City, uh, the player whom we appreciated so much, Sergio Ramos, is suspended. We have to consider that as well. So we need to yes, our momentum is really high, but considering our past matches in La Liga. So there is a chance. Other than that, other teams are also in will fight for their place, like Bayern Munich.
yeah.
They are in great form. But Real Madrid is, as we said, mentioned that Real Madrid is a different being altogether in UCL. So let's hope that we win. There's a chance, though, good chance.
Yeah. Bhargav, what are your thoughts?
I'll say about City, we do have a chance as we have got the momentum. I agree we don't have Ramos, but still, the way we are playing and the way everyone is putting their inputs into, we do have a chance. But if I have to say about all the way, I don't think so because we don't have the attack for it. About teams like Bayern, if we get Bayern or even Juventus, I don't think we have a chance. I hope we do, but still, if we think statistically or the way we have played, I think we are lacking that the attacking edge that we need to get. That's why I was talking about a poacher because when there was Ronaldo, we didn't had to worry about anything. Like he used to say it was over before it even started. But here we have to get an input from everyone, and then we have to hope that Real Madrid does what it does best.
So it's fair to say that all of us are pretty nervous about the UCL run. But seeing how our La Liga season has gone by, I am pretty sure that most of us never expected us to win the league just so soon. Maybe we all expected that Zidane may take a season or two to win the league or the Champions League. I am hoping that we may get another surprise just like we got with this La Liga run, and we go up and go and win the UCL in these last few games that we have left.
Yeah, we are just being realist over here. So, matlab, if we win, it will be really shocking for everyone. But it would be nice for
Very,
us.
very.
Yeah. But then again, I mean, if we have to expect surprises from anyone, I think it has to be Zidane, considering
Yeah.
how
Of
he's been
course.
doing with us this whole season. So this will be all with you guys today. I mean, it was actually very fun interacting with you guys. So that'll be all with you. Thank you guys for watching this, and thank you for tuning in. Please share, like, and subscribe this video whenever you see it amongst your fellow Madrid stars or amongst your other football friends as well. So thank you, and till the next game, Hala Madrid.
Hello, Madhu.
Hala
Hello,
Madrid.
Madrid.